So I think it's fair to say that we all have goals. Some have a lot of goals, and others could have just a few goals. But what is our, would you say, number one goal or a shared goal as Christians? To get to heaven, of course. But the world we live in, the easy access to all kinds of things, can make it difficult to walk with God. That's fair to say. That should be a given at this point. But the pull to be a part is the strongest I have ever seen. Everything is just so tempting to want to be a part of or get involved in. It's almost as the world would say, why worry about staying close to God when you have all of these other things, the variety of activities and crazy stuff you can get involved with when you have all this other stuff to just turn to. The solutions to feeling depressed, in this time and age, we need to be willing to do whatever it takes to maintain a close relationship with God. Now, me just saying that is not it's not an easy thing to just go and do. It's easier said than done, but it needs to be said, because no matter what happens, it seems that it's almost like it gets easier to just slip away. The new technology that's coming out, you don't have to go and do things yourself. You have these things to do it for you. Stuff can be brought to you rather than you go get it. So it's making things easier for us, and we're basically becoming soft. We're getting used to having things done for us and not having to work for something. And I'm not gonna lie, living for God is almost a job, almost a full-time job. And it's rough, it's hard. Probably one of the hardest tasks I have ever done my best to succeed in, and very horribly sometimes failed at. But being in this idea where you say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes attitude, is when you know your life is no longer in your control. It's all up to God. And that's okay. I can see how a lot of people don't like that statement, saying that God is in control now. You have no more control over it. And I get how that can seem threatening to you, because we all want to be independent. They like to do things their own way. They want to be able to make their own decisions, go get what they want to go get, go do what they want to go do. And I can see how it can be frustrating. But if you really want the will of God in your life, His perfect will, you have to be willing to let God take control. I've had to do it. Trust me, it's not easy. If you haven't figured that out yet, to just let God, to let go and let God, basically, it is going to be difficult. I am not going to sit here and lie to you and say that God just takes over control of everything and you don't have to worry about anything. We're all human. We're all flesh. We're going to sit here and worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. God, I know I gave this to you to take into your hands and do, but like, what's going to happen next? Why do I have to wait this long? When is this going to happen? Can you just give me some sort of confirmation of what's going to happen? Some sort of thing to let me know what's going to happen next. I understand that, but we have to get into the point to where we're just willing to do whatever it takes to be with God, and that means submitting to His perfect will. Submitting to God, I feel, is one of the hardest things to do, because you have to let God take full control. And me, myself, I like to get things done myself and do them myself, so I can't just sit here and say it's been easy the entire time. It's been very difficult, very hard. But this is what takes you to the next level in your relationship with God. If you want to get closer to God, you've got to be willing to submit and let God do what He has planned for your life. Let Him take control. Galatians 2:20. I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave Himself for me. If the Lord gave Himself for us, why can't we give ourselves to Him?